Hi, good morning. My name is Alex Stone. I am the current Ward 1 representative on the school committee. And the other night we had to meet the candidates night. And all the candidates gave speeches. Unfortunately, my video didn't take, so I wanted to put this out so that you understood what I said, where I'm coming from, and what I'm hoping to continue to do if reelected onto the school committee. I've been fortunate to be on the committee for the past 8 years. During that time, I have rarely missed a committee or subcommittee meeting. I was member of the Finance Committee for about 6 years and its chair for 4 years. During that time, the perfect storm happened. In 2011, a budget was presented that would have eliminated 53 positions, increased taxes significantly, and would have devastated Westbrook in many, many ways. I chaired the meetings that ran until 1 o'clock in the morning. Staff, community were there. We had to work together. We had to get creative, think outside the box. And I didn't sleep for months. Most of us didn't, because of the impact of these cuts on our students and their families. We did get back on track with minimal impact on our community that allowed us to be innovative with the fantastic resources that we have in our great city. The next year, another budgetary gap happened because the state took away even more money from the district, putting more of a burden on taxpayers and our resources. And you know the outcome. We did the research, we did the studies, we asked a lot of questions. Given all the information that we had, we closed the school, we reorganized the district, and I believe, truly believe, we came out stronger at the end. Now on to the next crisis facing Westbrook, proficiency-based learning and Common Core. I was not a fan of proficiency-based. I rallied against it, argued about it in a lot of committee meetings, but at the end of the day, I also did what I do. I asked a lot of questions, and I kept an open mind. And I came around on it. I actually think it's a fantastic model. I think it's a great idea. I think it'll help the kids tremendously. And I've been chairing the Ed Programs Committee for the past 2 years. This is the committee that focuses on the implementation of the proficiency-based model. The staff has been amazing with this, by the way. My hat's off to them. This is not easy, and they've done a lot of hard work on it. So I appreciate their effort, and I thank them for that as well. I was at the Maine School Management Conference last Friday. I sat through 3 seminars on the proficiency-based model, and I came up with a few things. First, the state on this is clueless. That might not be a surprise to you, but they mandated a new system without any blueprint of what it was going to look like, leaving every district to recreate the wheel and figure this out on our own. Second, they thought this was going to be a couple of tweaks here, a couple of tweaks there, no big deal. They didn't realize that it was going to be a massive overhaul in the educational system. Thankfully, we did. We are one of 8 districts in the entire state to have implemented a proficiency-based diploma for the graduating class of 2019, this year's freshman class. And so we're ahead of the curve, which is great. We had the option to prolong the inevitable. I said no. We could have done what most in the state have done, which is to continue the exemption on the implementation of this new model. And I said, again, no. Let's get this done. And again, my hat's off to the administration. They got it done. They've done a great job with it. There are going to be hiccups along the way. There's going to be missteps. But we have a great foundation to build from and a better educational program for our students. And I really believe that. We get a bad rap in this community about our schools. I think that they're great. We have unbelievable cultural diversity to learn from and experience while teaching our own cultural values as well. The world is changing rapidly. Our students are going to encounter people from all over the world as they move into whatever profession they choose. They get a head start on how to act in that world now, and I think it's an amazing opportunity for them and an opportunity that districts that surround us don't have. So I think that puts us ahead of the curve again. Through the Ed Programs Committee, I've challenged the administration to put on paper what their target achievement scores are going to be over the next 3 years. Don't get me wrong, testing isn't everything. We do far too much of it. However, it is an excellent indicator on what we're doing well, but more importantly, what we need to improve upon. It's an unbiased look into, again, our successes and our failures. Last night, we presented our plan to the whole school committee, where our proficiency and achievement scores are going to be over the next 3 years and how they're going to grow during that time. This is the first time in the community that the target goals have been established, and again, I applaud the administration for putting that all together. As most of you know, I am by far the most passionate advocate for all of our students in Westbrook on the committee. Do I go over the top sometimes? Absolutely. because our students are worth it. They deserve to have someone ask all the questions and to never be happy with a vague or a non-answer. They deserve to have someone challenge what's being said and to keep challenging it until it makes sense. That's me. That's what I do in almost every single meeting. You'll hear us constantly talk about those that are at the high end of the spectrum, those that are at the low end of the spectrum, and then me talk about the ones that are in the middle, because to me, I think that they're the most at risk. They could go either way with their education. These are the ones that have a learning disability that isn't quite bad enough to warrant special considerations, according to some. These are the ones that need that little bit of nudge in the right direction so that they can be successful. These are the ones that don't want to hear excuses as to what's going on. They don't want to hear about lack of money or resources or any other excuse as to why we might have let them down. I'm here, I'm there at every meeting, almost every meeting, to make sure that they don't hear those excuses. I've recently made a request to the policy committee to review the bullying policy standards and the current policy on standardized tests. I made these requests because it's time to review what's going on, review how they're being implemented, see if they need to be fixed or need to be changed, but more importantly, continue looking at how we can protect our students in this ever-changing world. Also, again, I believe in the testing. With the exception of the debacle of last year, our students spend on average about 0.7% of their school year taking these tests. I'm never an automatic yes vote, by the way. I don't go with the status quo. I don't believe we should ever do things because that's the way they've always been done. Change for the sake of change isn't good either, but paying attention to the latest trends and innovations that are going to help our students does make sense. With the help of Sue Salisbury, my idea was to implement an innovation grant for the students and the staff, where each group recipient is given $10,000 to fund their project. We expect about 4 to 5 grant applications to come in. The idea behind the grant is to let students and staff come up with ideas that will improve the district. Ideas such as flipping the classroom, a low-level ropes course, a trip to various types of colleges so that students can see there truly is a type of school or military opportunity for everybody. I'm very excited about this, and like I said, we've started receiving grant applications this week, and I can't wait to review them. At the end of the day, when choosing your Ward 1 representative, you should want to vote for the candidate who isn't afraid to tackle big issues, who's shown time and time again their willingness and devotion to do what's right for the children in our community. A candidate who understands the depths of all of the issues in our school department, a candidate who stands for something and stands strong. Someone who's shown commitment, put in the long hours, who asks the tough questions, who digs in to find the answers even when it's a lot of hard work or it isn't popular. And someone who doesn't accept anything but the best from everybody around them, including themselves. These are the proven qualities you'll find in me. Thank you again to those that made that night possible. And again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. A clarification, it was brought to my attention, I have missed a school committee meeting this year, and in checking with that, I have family in from out of town. I had talked to the chair of the committee. I was given the okay to miss that meeting. If ever I miss a meeting, I always talk with the chair, so I never just cancel. I think that that's important for people to know that I do follow that. I do believe in going to these meetings because that's where, obviously, we can do the most good. I'm passionate about the kids in this community. I coach a lot of sports. I'm with these kids all the time in basketball, baseball, football, soccer, and I see them outside of those sporting events. I see them at the schools. I see them on the street. They know who I am. They know that they can come and talk to me if they've got a problem, and that I'm there to listen and I'm there to help. Not just because I'm on the school committee, but because I care. I think that's the type of person you want on the school committee. Somebody that's going to be an advocate for the students, all of the students, not just their ward, but all of the students, and somebody that's really looking to improve their education and really give them a leg up into being successful in the future. This has been almost 10 minutes. I thank you for watching all of it. I hope you got to the end of all of this. The vote is next Tuesday. The election is Tuesday. I really would welcome your support, welcome your vote. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.